Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, darthdevious, bringing you another video review, and this time, the very first Play Arts Kai figure I have ever gotten my hands on. And what I have here is the Arkham City Batman. Okay? Nice packaging on this, really nice. I'm actually keeping this packaging. It's going to go in my closet, because I have the figure on display. You can see on the back, he's #1. There's a lot of stuff I can't read. Let's see, #2 was Catwoman. Alright. Not too bad. Alright. Arkham City on there. If you've never played the Arkham games, the Arkham Asylum and Arkham City games, I recommend them. They are really fun. I really enjoy them. Some of my favorite Batman games right there. Inside, it's got a lot of write-up. I am not reading all that. I'll try and focus in on the different things for you so you guys can read them on your own time. You can pause it. Alright. Inside, there's some of his accessories in there. This is where he would be. Comes with a couple of different hands. He comes with 2 heads, grapple gun, which I'm going to show you all that when I'm doing the review of him. And he comes with a batarang, which he's actually holding right now in the figure. I'll be bringing the figure in a second. But I recommend this. I mean, this is my first time getting a Play Arts Kai figure. I got it cheap off of Amazon.com. I think it was like $43. And because I'm a member of Amazon Prime, I get free shipping. So, $43, I got myself a Play Arts Kai figure. You know, normally they're a lot more than that. Alright, let's get this out of here. But I'm going to keep it close by so I can get the stuff out of it. And we're going to bring in Batman himself. Alright? And here he is holding his batarang. Alright? Very nicely detailed. I mean, this has got to be one of the best Batman figures I've ever owned. Alright? He's not perfect, but he is really cool looking. Let me get that out of his hand for a second here. Guy's a lot of joints, a lot of articulation. Joints in places you wouldn't think he would need joints. Alright? Cape's kind of cool in the back. It doesn't move very much. It is segmented though, so you can get a little bit of movement from it. Alright? These can move a little bit, so they help with his articulation. Alright? His head, while being on a ball joint, his neck is also on a ball joint. Now that's one thing I have a problem with. His neck ball joint does not hold in place very well. And that was like out of the package. That's my one problem. But once you pose it, it's not too bad. You know, you can get some nice head movements like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you, bad guys." Things like that. Alright. For articulation, has pin and socket here at his shoulder. He does have rotation in his bicep. It's kind of hard to move at times, but he does have it. Well, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. No, he doesn't. He's got the rotation here at the bottom part of his bicep in his elbow. Ratchet in his elbow. It's almost like a Revoltech joint type thing. Very nice. Same thing at his wrists. It's got the same, almost the same kind of joints. They're not ratcheted, but they do swivel in and out. They rotate there, and then there's a second rotation behind it, so you can get, you know, he can bring in his wrist and do different rotations with that. So that's nice little extra points of articulation. Has a weird ab crunch thing, and it goes back and forth, and he's got another joint below it at his waist. Alright, he's got ratchets in his hips. They do rotate a little bit, just enough to give you enough posability. He has a double knee joint, which is actually molded like his outfit, so it kind of hides the knee joint a little bit. I like that a lot. And then, you know, he's got, you know, his feet are on those ball joints, just like his wrists, and have the little clickety joints as well. I mean, just look at the detail on his shin guards. They're all pockmarked and dented and scratched. That is just really cool. I mean, that's the whole thing. He also has this weird swivel halfway through his foot. I don't know what that's for, but it does help in some cases when you're posing him. Ah! Anyway, I know I'm getting silly with this. The detail on him is really cool. There's a lot of, you know, mesh looking on his armor and his suit. There's points where you can see where he's repaired it. Things like that. The gauntlets on his arms. Really nice. They're like the shin guards. They've got a lot of pock marks and cracks and things like that from the damage. You can see how he's got, like, you know, metal knuckles for when he's punching the bad guys and stuff. Nice stitching on the gloves. I mean, just look at that. Right. Play Arts Kai figures, they're large. They are very large. As you can see, here he is standing next to the new 52 Batman. And the new 52 Batman is a 6-inch figure. You see, he's like 8 or 9 inches tall. He's very large for a figure. That's what's nice about them. I mean, yeah, he's not gonna display well with other DC figures, but you're not gonna want to put this with other DC figures. This is to be displayed on its own. This is a work of art on its own. All right. So I thought I'd show you guys that real quick. All right, and then we'll go on to his accessories. All right, now we're gonna look at everything that he came with. Now this is the actual head that was on him when I took him out of the package. And look at that. That is a nice... It's a nice head sculpt. I just like the sneer, the growling sneer on his face a little bit more for Batman, especially from the Arkham games. But that is very nicely detailed. Alright. He's got other hands. He's got, you know, for his left hand, he's got an open hand. He's got a fist for his right hand. Alright. Take a real good look at the Batarang. It's really nicely done. See, he's got, you know, silver paint on the edges, which makes it look like metal. I wish it would collapse like in the game, but that's fine. He does hold it nicely when you can get him to hold it. Let's see. Now this is what's really cool, the grappling gun. Alright, and he can hold this really nicely, and you see it's got the prong on the end. But what they also give you is the prong with the extension on it. Now, take that out, and you just plug that in. And it's in there nice and securely. You want to know how securely? I'll show you. I'm going to put this in his hand. Alright? And this figure is heavy. Okay? He is heavy. And look. It holds him up. It slipped out of his hand. But it did not slip out of the gun. It will hold him up. You can, if you can find a place to do it, you can put him in a pose where it looks like he's got the grappling onto something. Alright? It's nice. A nice touch didn't have to be added. Alright? This figure is just phenomenal. I really enjoy having it. I'm so glad I finally got a Play Arts Kai figure. I'd seen so many reviews, different versions of Play Arts Kai figures, and if there was one I was going to get, it was going to be Batman. We'll give you a close-up look at the sneer face there. You can see that. Alright. Now, he can be a little fiddly to pose, mainly because of all the joints he has and size and finding the balance. The one thing a lot of people have a problem with is this extra piece of the cape that comes around. I get why they did it. Alright? It's not bad. So yeah, if you are a Batman fan, you need to do yourself a favor. You need to get a Play Arts Kai Batman. Alright? It has to be one of the ultimate Batman figures you could ever own. What else can I say? Get this Batman. You're going to get 2 heads, a couple of fists, a nice array of weaponry for him. You can get him in some nice poses. He makes a really nice display piece. There you go. Don't recommend this for kids, though. This is not a kid's toy at all. Play Arts Kai figures are for adult collectibles only. You guys got to remember that. Do not go and buy this for little Johnny. He will choke on something. He will break it. You have to be careful with some of the joints. Alright? I've already had 1 or 2 things pop off because of the way he's jointed. You got to be careful. Alright? A little bit of a warning from Uncle Darth Devious. Alright, guys. You all be good. Alright? I have the ultimate version of the Dark Knight to send after you. And this one, as you see, is very mean. Be good. Later.